Hey guys, how we doing? FM Dale here, and welcome back to the Premier League in Wirral Wednesday, ain't we? We are back in the promised land. We are here and we are ready to take on the Premier League, to take on the big boys, win the Premier League this season. I believe. Do you believe? If so, click like, subscribe, do all the beautiful stuff. Spread this, share this with your friends. Guys, we're gonna win the Premier League. Dale, do you think it's probably time that you just show them the season preview of what we're expected to do? We're going to win the league, so it's no needs. Show them. It's behind my head, so they don't need to know where what it says. So winner, chicken. We're expected to finish last, everyone. But when I say we're expected to finish last, like you look at these things, 16th is Watford, all right, 17th to stay up is Sheffield United. All right, 450 to 1 they are. 450 to 1. What are we? 900 to 1 to win the league. We are double as bad as the team that I just expected to stay up. The two teams ahead of us, both promoted with us, are 700 to 1. This is going to be an absolutely horrific time. But if you believe, we believe. We can do it together. You guys have got to help me out. You've got to let me know who we should sign, what we should do tactically, because I've tried my best. I've brought in some Wonderkids. I have gone all the way to Mexico. I have done every single thing I know possible. You ready to see who we've brought in? I know you are. Let's go. First things first, let's start on a bit of a sad note. Bailey Ty Cadamartri has left the team. He's gone away on a free. He's gone to Finn Harps. That's right. He's gone all the way to Ireland. He is Irish himself. But 7 appearances so far with 3 goals. He's doing well over there, and I still hope the most for him. I really wanted to bring him through. He was never quite ready for us. Never will be. Never will be. Maybe we'll bring him back one day. Bailey has gone. Another boy who's gone. Omar Pointon, he was one that I wanted to keep, but again, he signed a deal with them. That's as simple as it was. He signed a deal with them, went over to Verona to play in Serie A. It is what it is. It didn't work out perfectly for us with Omar, but you know, fair enough to him. I'm not sure if he would ever grow into the player that we want him to. But we have, on the flip of this, telling you this now, the board have agreed to put more money into youth development, into youth training, into youth everything. So that is hopefully where we will go in the future with this team. Get ourselves the right players coming through the youth setup, which we haven't been able to do so far. But now, with this extra money, hopefully we can. Alexi Hino has also gone, a player who you probably don't even remember. That's how good he's been for us. We had to let him go. Work permit situations meant that he was never going to stay anyway. He was finished. We put him out on loan in the UK to try and get him something, but he was never going to be ready for us. Although those stats are very good in League One, you know, maybe he was always meant for that. But to go to Cagliari in Serie A for £475,000, we'll take that little bit of money, won't we? We'll take that money for him. And look, stats-wise, not much going on. Couple of loans out as well. Andy Combs is going to Crewe. Not where I wanted him to go, to be honest, but he's gone there. He's not had the greatest first game. I wanted him to go to the Championship. Same with Robbie Clark. Wanted him to go to the Championship as well. He hasn't. He's gone to League One. He is with Wickham. Another opportunity for him to get more games under the bank. Under the bank? In the bank? You know what I'm saying. Xavier Simons has gone to Luton, and he's done well, actually. 1 game, 1 goal. That's what we're talking about. Hopefully this will kick off his career. There's been quite a few. I think this is a little bit of a moment where we're talking about players who possibly could do more, possibly need more of a chance. I do feel I gave him a fair chance, to be fair. 38 games at Salford, and then we brought him back for 22, 16 last season. He's had chances on the pitch. They were 11 starts, so let's give him a big season at Luton, see if he can come to us first time. But he's 24 now, so needs to kick on. Luton have also taken Malik Thor, who's gone there as well, 26. We put him out on loan last season, hardly played in Bundesliga 2. So hopefully he gets more opportunities for Luton. And hopefully he can just kick on a little bit as well. I mean, some dodgy signings from me, let's be fair. And the last loanee out that I'll talk about is this boy. It is Mickey Fuchs. He is one of the youngsters who might have a chance in the team. And for me, this was his last opportunity to go out on loan. He's in the under-18 still. He was out on loan last year at Crewe in League One. He's League One again this season, but with Preston, a bit of a better team, hopefully in a promotion race. If he does well, we could maybe bring him back. If we're doing badly, just give him first-team football in the Premier League maybe in January. But we will see how it goes for him down there. Now, that's enough of the people that we've let go. Let's talk about the people we've brought in. This is the exciting stuff. These are the guys who are going to keep us up. First player in you knew about, it's Bradley Fink. We've brought him in at full term for us. He's come in, he's 24 years old. He only cost us 300,000. He did well last season, basically a 1-2 record, a 7.08. He's had sevens all throughout his career. So if you could do that in the Premier League, we'll be much happy about that with old Bradley Finkaroonie. Next in is this boy, Richie Murtagh. Have we got any Irish people out there? Can you tell me how you say that? Anyway, he's 21 years old. I've brought him in. He's on loan at the moment at Norwich, so we've let him go straight out on loan. We've brought him in to send him out on loan, 12 to 13.5 million pounds. We brought him in for 625,000. He's scoring goals like a madman over in Ireland, so we're hoping that he can do it here. We've sent him out to the Championship for that opportunity to get more games. Norwich have said that he will be an important player for them, so that is exciting for us. He's got the chance, if everything goes well, to be a really, really good player. So I'm excited about him. Jordan Birch is in as well. As you'll see, 22 to 25 million pounds for this boy. Left winger, inverted winger, decent stats, 21 years old. And the best part of it is we only paid 2.5 million pounds. He was out on loan at Reading last season. He's coming from Man United. I thought the opportunity was good. There's a possibility of what he could become, which is a very good player. Very good acceleration, pace, all very good for wingers. Dribbling's good, first touch is good, passing's good, technique. When you look at the points that you need a winger to have, he's got very good stats for it. So that is what I'm hoping from Jordan this season. 21 years old as well. We may be able to make money on him in the future if he progresses into being a really good player. This is more of a Ben Knight signing that we did, and I'm hoping this one works as well as the Ben Knight one. Another boy in from Manchester United is Andy McKenna. Look at these stats of Andy McKenna. He's 21, he's English. He is a centre-back, but he can play centre-mid. And his stats prove that he can also play centre-mid. That could be something we look at this season as well. We were needing centre-mids. And to be honest, we are still needing central midfielders if we are going to survive this season. He's in on loan, so no worries too much about that situation. Contract-wise, obviously we've not paid big money for him, but we have paid monthly fees, which are quite high. But in comparison to paying for a player, it's very, very easy for us. And wage-wise, I think we're paying minimal. Where do we find out the wages? 10 grand a week is what we're paying. He's on 20. I'll take a 50%er. You know what I mean? I'll take a 50%er. But now, boys, here we go. I told you we brought in the Mexicans. We've brought in an absolute Wonderkid gem. I should have said this at the start. I should have put this at the very start, that we have brought in possibly the best player I've ever signed on this game. Will he be the best player I've ever signed in the game? I don't know. But he is in. We've also got a left back. So let's first go to him. Mexican David Elizondo, or David Elizondo. I don't know what you would say. 30 to 34 million pounds. Decent stats for a 21-year-old who's already got 31 games under his belt for the national side. He will be playing left back for us, and he's an important player who could still improve. Again, amazing speed. Determination is really good as well. Very strong. 30 to 34 mil. We paid 6 mil for him. I know this is turning into a bit of a bargain hunt situation where we're saying how much we paid and whatever, but look at all these games under his belt. He's played loads against Leon. Yes, it wasn't great there, but last season he did well. He's in the national team. I'm pleased with it. Hopefully you are. Now wait for this one, because this is unbelievable and was so tough to get through. Jose Alberto Marin is in. He is described by the media as a wonder kid. Why? Because he's got 16 touch, 16 finishing, 18 passing, 17 teamwork, 16 vision, work rate, 16 strength, balance. Yes, he's not the quickest, but that's not an issue for us right now. We signed him 47 to 63 million pounds. He's in until 30. We've got him on a 5-year deal. Star player, a lot of money, 66,000 pounds. 10 international games with 1 goal. I know you're thinking that's a bit of a worry, but how much have we paid for this boy? We paid £8 million, boys. £8 million. It's absolutely nothing for a guy who can score goals. His stats aren't great. Okay, so his average rating isn't great. His goals to game isn't great. But look at these. How is he not? He's going to belt them in, right? He's going to score every 5 minutes as the sun goes in and you can actually see my face. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm really pleased with a certain amount of those signings. Whether or not they work, whether they don't work, that's what I'm not sure. Will we stay up? All of these things. What do you think? Have I got any good signings in there, guys? What do you think? I'm still working on the central midfield. We've got Everton today. First game of the season. I say it's today. It's tomorrow. The first game of the Premier League season is actually happening right now. I think it's Fulham versus Sheffield United. But we've got Everton tomorrow. Let's get to it. We are the last team to play here on Saturday. We've got the evening kickoff. It's on TV against Everton. Just look at these other fixtures though. Kylian Mbappe scoring 2 for Liverpool in a 2-0 win over Brentford. McNeil, Edwards, Diaz scoring a 3-0 win for them over Burnley. But no goals in the Newcastle, Southampton, Watford, Chelsea. So that is an interesting one. West Brom losing out to Sam Greenwood's 2 goals at Leeds, and Harry Kane still scoring goals in the Premier League with 2 against Wolves. But now we go into the big game against Everton. Let's do it, boys. Right, so here we are at Hillsborough for the game, and this is how we line up for our first game back in the Premier League. We've got Hazard in goal. Aguero at right back. Andy McKenna comes straight into the defence with Clark Salter, the captain. David Elizondo is at left back. Sibley and Sorensen in the midfield. Sorensen, one of the few players who played for us when we were last in the Premier League. Vale Ezekiel is back on loan. I'm not sure if I said that. And Jordan Birch starts on the left with Marine up front for us. The bench is Bazanu, Vasquez, Ennis, Broja, Holmes, Massimo Carvalho, Braithwaite and Familia Castilla. Let's see if he comes on and enjoys another chance in the Premier League. Everton are managed by Roberto De Zerbi. They have Pickford in goal, Christensen, Coletta Carr, Godfrey, Grimaldo. This is not looking good for us, let's be honest already. We also have these in the Carabao Cup first round, just so we know when we go out. Fagiolo, Mwepo, Perez, Renier, and Iwobi and Calvert-Lewin. I mean, their bench is better than our first team. This is why we're expected to finish bottom, but we're not giving up, boys. Let's do it. Whoa, packed out at Hillsborough. Look, there is not a space to... Don't look over here. Don't look over here. There's no spaces. Not a space to be seen in the whole of the stadium. Unbelievable. We are playing similarly to them. Oh, gosh, they have a good team. They have a good team, but we're not worried about it. We're not worried about it. We are sitting happily in 15th. Don't talk about the fact we haven't played. We're sitting in 15th. That's the positives. As the boys are out there, Everton are out there looking at us going, we are scared of Sheffield Wednesday. And I agree. Kick off. No highlights. Oh, it's a highlight starts. But what I was going to say is we hadn't had a highlight, but they'd not had a shot. We'd had 3 shots, one of which was on target. None of them obviously worth a highlight, but they'd had none. Not the same now, probably, as Christensen comes up the right-hand side, takes it back. He's got no one in the middle, but he's held it up well as Fagioli plays into Mwepo. Mwepo to Rania. This is great football. Perez, 1-0, and that is the Premier League. That is the Premier League. It's it's brilliant football. We're checking VAR, no need. It's a goal. So, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant football from him. Good finish. Hazard, don't know what he's doing, but we knew it wasn't going to be easy. Back again, and it's them again. And that's not what you want, is it? But we've got the ball, and we're moving forwards. Birch on the ball on his debut, into Marin, back to Birch. Lovely football from both of those two. As Ezekiel should do better. Oh, you can't just whack that over and wide. Wover. Corner, us, Sibley, into the box. It's over everybody. Over everybody. McKenna does take it back though, and Sorensen tries to find Sibley again. Love Hellier. Oh! Vale off the bar. Great play. I'm not disappointed with how that first half has gone, if I'm honest with you. I think that's been fine. We've done okay. We just need to score. I tried to be positive with them as the second half kicks off. Marine, come on. The one thing he doesn't have is pace. You've got to know that about him. As it's headed on, Clark Salter, is he going to get there first? He does. He does indeed. Hazard goes long. Can Marin do anything? Not really. Heads it on to Pickford. Yeah, I just said to them at half time, what I need you to do is be positive. We're getting shots away. We just need to get the shots from the right players. This is actually over to Iwobi, who's free on goal. And Aguero has given away a penalty because we're Sheffield Wednesday. And I don't know if you remember the last time we were in the Premier League, but all we did was give away penalties. And it looks like we're doing the same again. We don't need to do that, do we? We don't need to offer teams a free shot on goal. And we've just offered them a free shot on goal. I don't know why we had to see the ref walk over. It was an absolute stonewaller pen. And it's going to be taken here, probably by Dominic. It's not, it's Fagioli. Great finish off the post. Great finish off the post. Not great for us. Not great for us at all. But there's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Playing out from the back. Here we go. That's not playing out from the back, is it? It's just booting it long. Here we go, though. Ezekiel. This, it's that feeling that when the players gel, will be good, but they're not gelling quite yet. I mean, there is quite a few new players in. As Renier placing... Oh, what a... You can't say anything negative when they score a goal like that. It was absolutely beautiful. Wonderful play from Calvert-Lewin. Christensen in here finds the gap between the defenders. Renier finds the pass through, and first time into a Iwobi. Oh dear, boys. It's going the way that it went last time, isn't it? Grimaldo in, Renier into Iwobi and Calvert-Lewin. This is tough as Perez cuts back inside, cuts in, saved Hazard. Maybe Bazunu is going to be the goalkeeper for the Premier League. That's a very high positive right now. Elizondo finally gets us. We look, actually might be tagging and score. Oh no, what? Oh, Grimaldo has made an absolute unreal block at the end there. I thought at least we were going to get a goal. Sibley whips it in. Nothing from that. And Aguero back out to Sibley. Into Ezekiel. I feel like the motion's gone, but we might get a chance here as Elizondo on the left. Just get the ball. Dearie me. I was going to say, as Aguero has it on the other side. We're basically a Mexican team now, aren't we? Sibley into Brozier. By the way, Brozier, Castillo, and who else did I bring on? Massimo are on. We're going to see if we can try and get a goal at the end of the game. Brozier here to do that. Yes, he does. Come on. It may only be consolation, but it's good to get a goal. And Brozier is the man who's done it. Massimo knocks it back here to Aguero. Boots it long over the top. And Brozier puts it away. Could this be his season? Maybe one more attack just before the final whistle as McKenna looks to take a free kick. Takes it well. Oh, good save. Is it off the bar, actually? Well, it's a good try. It's a good attempt, at least. And, I mean, this will be just playing out the game, I would have thought. So, what do we think? What do you guys think? 3-1 against Everton. It's not good to lose. But I don't feel like we are too far away. If we'd have taken some of the chances that we had earlier in the game, maybe we could have done better. It's upsetting that we are at home and we've not done enough. But with 900 to 1, I think we have just got to be honest. We've just got to face facts this season that what we are doing is trying to stay in the league. It's going to be incredibly hard. That's the end of the game, to stay in the league. It's going to be really tough. If we do that, it's definitely worth a like and a subscribe because it's going to be so hard to do so. But I have belief in these boys. We lost 3-1. There's plenty more games. And at least we're not bottom. Let's have a look at the positive already. If we finish in 16th, we'll all be happy with that one. So when are we coming back? You all know it's going to be the transfer window, but is it going to be the game before or after? Well, it's going to have to be the game before because it's going to be Leicester on the 28th. Then we hit the transfer window, and then the Man U game isn't for a long time afterwards due to international football. So it's going to come back for the Leicester in the transfer window. We obviously need to do more work in the transfer window, but what can be done? And then we've got Chelsea next, so that isn't looking too positive, is it? So anyway, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, do all the beautiful stuff, and we'll see you again very soon. Toodle pip, y'all. We're in the Premier League.